Hi, I'm Amanda Jenkins, blogger.
Hi, and I'm Mandy Owens with M&S Web Designs.
And we are two Mandis on a mission, bringing you behind the scenes of our local events and businesses. We're here today with Mike Christensen, one of the monster truck drivers that we'll be seeing this weekend, and he drives Vendetta. Can you tell us a little bit about your history with monster trucks, how you got into the business?
Yeah, my dad started when I was 5 years old. So he started 27 years ago. Came out with Dragon Slayer many years ago. And he kind of built it up. My mom started driving. Then we came out with a truck called Misbehavin', which was actually kind of ironic enough. My dad was teamed up with Jimmy Cretin years ago. Like, Jim used to be my babysitter. And he doesn't like me telling a lot of people that, but I've known Jim for a very long time, before he even married his wife, Dawn, who drives Scarlet Bandit. And so, I mean, it's kind of cool to have Jim here with me and my dad and my brother. And I mean, there's so much history and so much relations between everybody. I always tell Jim he's the uncle that we we regretted always seeing for like family functions and stuff. But, you know, and all kidding aside, you know, Jim's a great guy to race against, to compete against. My dad's, you know, like I said, been in it for so long. I finally got the opportunity to come out with my own truck. It's a 51 Chevy. It's called Vendetta. It's my own truck. It's my own design, my own thing. It's something kind of cool that me and my brother, Paul, who owns Kamikaze and then drives it, we teamed up and kind of came out with our own team, Throttle Monsters. Kind of broke away from Dad and his team KCM, you know, but he has the history and the knowledge and the know-how of how to run and make a team successful.
So, where has your career taken you? Where have you performed?
The cool thing about monster trucks is it gets to take you all over the world. I've performed in all 50 states here in America. I've taken trucks to Mexico and Canada. Went to Europe, done Spain and England, Poland. Also went down to Costa Rica and Panama. So, I mean, I've been all over. No other job out there can actually give me the opportunity to go and do something so cool and get to see the world. So it's pretty nice.
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about the trucks, the cost, the maintenance? How much would something like this cost to build, and then replacement parts? We know you guys are crazy out there, so.
There's a lot of money into a monster truck. Brand new tires, you know, like there's a new tire out there. It's a BKT. Each tire is about $2,800, and that's just the rubber. That's not the wheel, the beadlock. That's just the tire. We just built this truck not that long ago. It's probably between 170 and 190, so 190,000 for a complete truck, and that's just the truck. You still got the semi that you got to buy to haul it around, the trailer, extra parts. There's so much that goes into a monster truck team to keep it going, and you know, you got to buy fuel and oil, and that's the good thing about being teamed up with my dad for so long. He's been in the sport for 27 years. He has so many great connections. Paul actually got us a great deal with Redline Oil. It's a California-based oil company. I mean, and that saves us on so much cost of the oil for rear ends and motors and trannies. And I mean, there's so much that we're grateful for from other people of sponsorship coming into it that helps us out a lot. Trucks they're 12 feet wide, 12 feet tall. They jump 30, 40 feet in the air. I mean, they weigh just shy of 11,000 pounds. And so it takes a lot of hard work and a lot of heavy equipment and machinery to keep these things going.
How fast do they go?
They can go between 0 and 80 in about less than 4 seconds.
All right, well, let's get in the truck. All right. Oh my God.
It's kind of like a big jungle gym.
Oh, all right.
Step on the chassis. Just kind of watch your back on the body.
All right, all right. That wasn't too hard. Whoa, this isn't. Definitely can't reach the pedals. You're right.
We have two different styles of seatbelts. We got a 5-point and a 7-point, all made by Simpson. Simpson Race Products is out of North Carolina. Really good products, good sponsor of ours. We run a 7-point harness where you have the center strap is your main buckle.
Okay.
So everything actually snaps into the center. Then you got a lap belt that snaps into the side.
The side of this thing?
Yep.
Holy moly.
And I don't think I loosened that one yet.
Let's pretend it's clicked in. Alright. Ow. Alright, so if I can get this thing. This is weird. Holy crap.
So is it pretty much like driving just a truck? Is it an automatic or?
No, it's a two-speed power glide. So all we really have is first and second gear.
Good thing I'm not driving in this show because it would have taken an hour for me to get buckled. All right.
We also have tools
Oh, wow.
that
Holy.
tighten us down.
So tell us about like how you stay safe in here. So obviously the harness. Is there anything else?
I mean, well, every driver will have a 3-layered fire suit.
Okay.
So I mean, basically you have 10 seconds for every layer that'll burn. So we're in the 3-layered fire suit, so we got about 30 seconds to get out of the fire.
Wow.
Oh, jeez.
Each of us will have either a Hans or a hybrid. I run a hybrid. It's a neck restraint that actually clips to my helmet. And then when I get in the truck, I actually have to get in the truck with my helmet and my hybrid on, because then the belts go over my hybrid, and that's what prevents my head from moving so much.
Okay.
Same thing with the seats. The seats are a Butler built seat, where it has the shoulder restraints and the head restraints. Obviously, you're a lot shorter than my brother, because his shoulders are right here
Oh, wow.
and his head is up there.
Oh my gosh.
So your eye should actually be looking right over this indent on the head restraint.
Wow.
And once you have your helmet on and you're actually pushed back into the seat, your head won't move. Remember, you got the truck. This is the brain of the truck. This is what controls everything that you want. Anything to happen in the truck, everything happens inside the cockpit. You got your steering wheel, just normal steering wheel, pops on and off. They come off for safety reasons. If we rolled over and you're upside down in a truck strapped into it, your body's going to fall straight to the roof as soon as you undo your buckles. And so you try to get as much room as you can to get flipped around. Everything else over here, you got your main power. Power turns the power on to everything in the truck. You also got a fuel cable. This actually is a push-pull cable that turns the fuel on. So you push it in and it actually puts fuel to the motor. It's ran off the crank of the cam. So as the motor is spinning over, it's actually pumping more fuel into the motor. Just a different style of a race product. High performance for a monster truck. Then you got your switch panel, your ignition, starter button. All these switches control something. This controls the lights, this controls the radiators and the tranny fans, the radiator fan and the radiator pump, and then the tranny fan. And then we have a pump around system. It's for our transmissions. If our transmissions get hot or they start losing pressure, we have this gauge right here that shows us how much pressure our transmission is pushing. If they get too warm, we can actually turn this system on and it pumps oil all the way through our transmission, through the clutches, through the converter, and it can cool it down probably within 5 minutes, 100 degrees.
Wow.
So it's actually a really cool system that FTI, one of our sponsors, that they've created. It's an awesome product. I recommend it for everybody, but everybody has their own opinion about certain things. This here is probably the safest thing a monster truck can have. This is what we call an RII, or a kill radio. This thing here, I wish my power was on in the back, it actually lights up. We got 3 lights on it. The right is red, center is green, left is yellow. It controls these lights up here in the cab. So a guy could be standing on the floor, and if my red light is on, that means I'm in right lane. A guy with a walkie-talkie, which is what it looks like, can actually hit the button on the radio and it'll shut my truck off. It's a safety feature that every single promoter, every single show has. That way, just in case if a truck gets out of control or crashes or rolls, there's a guy standing on the outside of the truck that can watch the truck and shut it off if it's in danger or danger of spectators or other promoters or whatnot.
Awesome. All right, let's help you put on one of these tires. We were just talking earlier, wondering about the jack situation.
Yeah,
with these.
we're really
How it
glad
would
we're
work.
not doing one of these.
The pump ones.
I'll take a tire off.
All right.
Where am I going? Over
You're
here?
gonna get a workout,
Okay.
aren't you?
So which one? This one over here?
The small tires, we only use 5 lug nuts on them,
Okay.
just to get them in and out of the trailer. So just take each gold nut off. Should be going the right direction.
My,
Gotta hold down.
ow. Am I even like,
Yep,
oh,
you're
scared
good.
I'm stripping it?
Nope. Good.
Oh, there you go. All right.
Woo!
Oops, there's one more.
Yep.
I was just gonna leave that one there.
You'll be here a while trying to get this tire off.
Right?
Totally.
This one probably weighs 600-700 pounds
Wow.
as it sits right here. I mean, there's tires, like my tire's a little bit lighter just because they're an older tire that's a good year. It has a not as thick rubber. My tire's probably 500 pounds. There are tires that are probably close to 1,000 pounds.
Oh, wow.
So we're gonna maneuver it over there?
Yeah, I'm gonna get a cheat sheet here though. Hold on. I got a cheat sheet. Okay. Now you roll the tire forward.
Oh, it's gonna slide it back?
Yep.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
Oh my god!
I just gotta go up with the jack.
Oh, okay.
It's just
Oh! He just pressed the up button. I didn't know.
Oh, okay.
Does it need to go a little more?
Right here. Oh, I oh. Oh, wow, okay.
Yep, you go up a little more.
Okay.
A little more. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Look, no, you're fine. Okay. So now, the problem we have with the rear is the rear end has a spool in it. So it has to turn, like the rear end can't unlock in one wheel free spin. So the only way you can actually get the tire to line up is you gotta spin the tire.
Okay.
So now you gotta actually turn
Oh.
the 700 pound tire.
Oh my god. Jeez Louise.
A little more.
No, I
Oh
don't
my
think I'm
gosh.
helping at all from this side.
I'm totally helping back here.
All right.
I basically did it myself. He was just kind of
picked it
watching.
Yeah, you went a little too far though.
Oh, sorry. So strong, I didn't even know.
You need to lay off your steroids.
I know, right?
Can you come down
Come down. Oh.
with the jet? A little more?
More?
Yep.
Oh, too much.
Nope.
Just kick it on, huh?
She's on.
Oh, look at that.
Just gotta put all the lug nuts on.
Okay.
And so you just want to make sure that the stud on the hub is actually right in the center of the hole on the wheel. Because the rims are also offset on the inside. They're tapered as well. So when it sucks it down, it actually holds it center, holds the wheel center onto the hub.
Oh, okay.
And if they're not, they'll actually start egging out, and then your tire will always come loose.
Oh. We don't want that.
No.
Well, we're gonna help finish up putting on these tires and then we'll be right back. All right, we're 2 tires down and we still have 2 to go.
Don't miss the parade on Thursday. It starts at 6 p.m.
The trucks are going to start at Bob's Tire. They're going to go down Walnut to Main over to Oak Street and then come and park on Washington behind the Palomino Room. Trucks and drivers will be there for autographs, sneak peek of the trucks for all
Fun
the kids.
stuff.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the show coming up this weekend. We have Friday, Saturday. Gates open at 6 p.m. Show starts at 8. And then Sunday, gates open at noon and show starts at 2. It's also Family Day and Crush Out Breast Cancer, where part of the proceeds will go to help the fight against breast cancer. So,
All right,
thank you so much for spending time with us and letting us help you with your truck. Hopefully the tires don't fall off while it's out there, and good luck.
I got 2 more to do.